The throne just got flipped upside down, and someone's career might never be the same again. What you're about to witness is the kind of chaos that rewrites history, destroys alliances, and leaves the entire wrestling world asking one question: what in the hell just happened? This isn't just another backstage segment. This is war. This is personal. And by the time we reach the end of this video, you're going to understand why everything you thought you knew about power in WWE just changed forever. Before we dive into this absolute carnage, I need you to do something for me. If you love wrestling, if you live for those moments that make your heart race and your jaw drop, then you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button right now and join the SLAMZONE family, because we're building something special here. We're not just fans, we're a community that lives and breathes this business. Smash that notification bell so you never miss a moment of the action, because trust me, you don't want to be left behind when history gets made. Now let's get into this absolute war. The arena is buzzing with electricity. You can feel it through the screen, that raw, unfiltered energy that only happens when something big is brewing. Nick Aldis, the man who's been carrying the vision, the man who's been trying to build something different, something better, is standing in the ring with his future on the line. This isn't just about wins and losses anymore. This is about respect. This is about legacy. And most importantly, this is about survival in a world where the game himself, Triple H, is watching every single move. Aldis has been walking a tightrope for weeks now, trying to balance his authority, trying to maintain control while the entire roster questions whether he's got what it takes to lead. The whispers have been growing louder. The doubts have been spreading like wildfire. And tonight, those whispers are about to become screams. The camera cuts backstage, and there he is. CM Punk. The man who never backs down, the man who's built an entire career on speaking truth to power and burning bridges with a smile on his face. His eyes tell you everything you need to know. He's not here to play politics. He's not here to shake hands and kiss babies. He's here to make a statement, and that statement is about to be written in pain and humiliation. Punk's walking with purpose, that calculated stride that says he knows exactly what he's doing. The crowd noise swells in the background, a mixture of anticipation and dread because they can sense it too. Something is about to explode. The tension in the air is so thick you could cut it with a knife. Every step Punk takes feels like a countdown to destruction. 3, 2, 1, and then it happens. Punk bursts through the curtain, and the crowd absolutely loses their minds. The roar is deafening, a tsunami of noise that crashes through the arena like a physical force. Signs are waving, people are on their feet, and the energy shifts from anticipation to pure chaos in a heartbeat. Aldis's face tells the whole story. Shock, confusion, and then, that slow realization that his worst nightmare is unfolding right before his eyes. Punk grabs a microphone, and you know what that means. When CM Punk has a microphone in his hand, someone's about to get verbally destroyed. His words cut like razor blades, each sentence carefully chosen to inflict maximum damage. He's not just attacking Aldis's decisions, he's questioning his character, his leadership, his very right to stand in that ring and call himself an authority figure. The crowd is eating it up, chanting along with every devastating line. But here's where it gets interesting, because Aldis isn't backing down. He's standing his ground, microphone in hand, trying to defend his vision, trying to explain his choices. You can hear the desperation creeping into his voice though, that subtle crack that tells you he knows he's losing control of the situation. His words are rushed, his defenses are weak, and Punk is circling him like a shark that's just tasted blood in the water. The verbal sparring intensifies. Punk brings up every controversial decision, every questionable call, every moment where Aldis chose politics over passion. The crowd is hanging on every word, and you can feel the shift happening in real time. This isn't just about entertainment anymore. This is about the soul of the company, about who gets to decide what wrestling should be. And then, just when you think this war of words might actually resolve itself without violence, the atmosphere changes. The lights shift. The music hits. And everyone in that building knows exactly what's coming next. Triple H's entrance music tears through the arena like thunder, and the place goes absolutely nuclear. The game is here, and when Triple H shows up during a confrontation like this, you know somebody's about to get their world turned upside down. He's walking down that ramp with the confidence of a man who's been at the top of this mountain for decades, who's seen every power play, every backstage maneuver, every attempt to undermine authority. His presence changes everything instantly. Punk and Aldis both freeze, their conflict momentarily forgotten as they process what this means. Triple H climbs into the ring, and the tension somehow manages to multiply. Now we've got three of the most powerful personalities in wrestling standing in the same ring, and every single person watching knows that only one of them can walk away from this moment with their credibility intact. Triple H takes the microphone, and when he speaks, his voice carries the weight of authority that can't be faked. He's not yelling. He's not screaming. He's speaking with that calm, controlled intensity that's somehow more terrifying than any amount of rage. He addresses Aldis first, and you can see the color draining from Aldis's face with every word. This isn't a conversation between equals. This is a king reminding a subject exactly who holds the real power. The game breaks down everything that's been wrong, every failure, every moment where the vision started to crumble. He's methodical, surgical, dismantling Aldis's defenses piece by piece. And then he turns to Punk, and for a moment, you think maybe he's going to side with authority, maybe he's going to shut Punk down for causing chaos. But that's not what happens. What happens next is the moment that changes everything. Triple H acknowledges Punk's points. He validates the criticism. And in doing so, he essentially tells the entire world that Aldis's time is up. The vision is dead. The experiment has failed. And now it's time for consequences. Aldis tries to fight back, tries to defend himself one more time, but his words are hollow now. Everyone can hear it. The authority is gone. The power has shifted. And Triple H makes it official with words that will echo through wrestling history. Aldis's role, his position, everything he's built, comes crashing down in a matter of seconds. If you're loving this breakdown of absolute carnage, do me a huge favor right now. Hit that like button to show your support for SLAMZONE. Subscribe if you haven't already, because we bring you the most intense, most passionate wrestling commentary on YouTube. Drop a comment below and tell me what you think about what just went down. Are you Team Punk? Do you think Aldis got what he deserved? Let's talk about it in the comments, because this community is what makes SLAMZONE special. Now let's get back to this destruction. The aftermath is devastating. Aldis is standing there, trying to process the fact that his entire world just collapsed in front of millions of viewers. Punk has that satisfied smirk on his face, the look of a man who just won a war he's been fighting for months. And Triple H stands in the center of it all like the final boss who just reminded everyone why he's called the game. But it's the crowd reaction that really tells the story. Listen to them. Half are celebrating, chanting Punk's name, thrilled to see someone finally stand up and speak the truth. The other half are stunned into silence, processing the magnitude of what just happened. Careers don't just end like this in wrestling. Not in front of the whole world. Not with this level of finality. The camera catches every detail. Aldis's face as reality sets in. Punk's triumphant stance. Triple H's cold, calculating expression as he surveys the wreckage he just created. This is the kind of moment that gets replayed for years, the kind of segment that defines eras and becomes part of wrestling folklore. Security starts to swarm the ring, but it's too late. The damage is done. The message has been sent. And that message is crystal clear: no one is untouchable. No one is safe from accountability. And when you fail in this business, especially at the highest levels, the fall is brutal and very, very public. Punk exits through the crowd, soaking in the adulation, high-fiving fans, playing to the people who've supported him through everything. He's in his element, feeding off the chaos he created. Meanwhile, Aldis is left alone in the ring, Triple H having already made his exit after dropping his verbal atomic bomb. The symbolism is perfect. The vision is dead, and its creator stands alone among the ruins. This is what wrestling is supposed to be. Raw emotion. Real stakes. Moments that make you feel something deep in your chest. Whether you loved Aldis or hated him, whether you think Punk was justified or went too far, you can't deny that what we just witnessed was special. This is the kind of television that reminds us why we fell in love with this crazy, beautiful, brutal business in the first place. Triple H just reminded everyone who's really in charge, and he did it in the most devastating way possible. Not with violence, not with physicality, but with words and authority and the kind of power that comes from decades at the top of the industry. He ended a career with a microphone, and he backed CM Punk's rebellion, creating a power shift that's going to have consequences for weeks, maybe months to come. Aldis's vision is finished. Whether it was flawed from the start or whether he just couldn't execute it properly, the result is the same. He's been publicly humiliated, stripped of his authority, and left to pick up the pieces of a broken dream. That's the harsh reality of professional wrestling. You either deliver or you get replaced, and there's no middle ground at this level. For Punk, this is vindication. This is validation. Every complaint, every criticism, every time he spoke up and got labeled as difficult, it all led to this moment where the boss himself acknowledged that Punk was right. That's power you can't buy. That's respect you can't fake. And for all of us watching, this is a reminder of why we tune in every single week. Because you never know when lightning is going to strike, when history is going to happen right before your eyes, when someone's entire world is going to change in the span of 15 minutes. Before you go, I need you to do something for me one more time. If this video gave you even a fraction of the excitement you felt watching this moment live, then smash that like button. Subscribe to SLAMZONE and become part of this incredible family we're building. Share this video with your wrestling friends, because content like this needs to be seen by everyone who loves this business. Hit that notification bell so you're always first to know when we drop new videos breaking down the biggest moments in wrestling. Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. Was Triple H right to end Aldis's run? Did Punk go too far, or did he do exactly what needed to be done? Who comes out of this stronger? The comments section is where the conversation continues, and I read every single one because your opinions matter to this channel. This is SLAMZONE, where we don't just watch wrestling, we live it, breathe it, and break down every moment that matters. The throne has been shaken, power has shifted, and the landscape of WWE will never be quite the same. Until next time, keep your eyes on the prize and remember, in this business, everything can change in an instant. The vision is dead. Long live the game.